Be me, 22, average student, background character energy. Final semester at university. Everyone stressing over thesis, job hunting, and pretending to be adults. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to not spill coffee on my last clean hoodie. There's this girl, Riley, gorgeous, confident, the kind of person who walks into a room and makes the lighting better. Always laughing, always surrounded by people. Basically the protagonist of this entire campus arc. I wasn't in her circle. I wasn't even on the map. But whenever she saw me, she'd smile, say, "Hey." I'd nod awkwardly. Then I'd spend 3 business days overanalyzing that one interaction. Fast forward to graduation week. Parties everywhere. One last hurrah before everyone turns into LinkedIn zombies. I end up at some rooftop party. Loud music, bad beer, people pretending to be cooler than they are. And she's there, in a red dress that probably caused several people to forget their names. She's clearly drunk, but not sloppy. Laughing, dancing, definitely not with her usual boyfriend. Because rumor mill said he cheated. Classic campus drama. She stumbles into me. "Hey, you're the quiet one," she says, smiling way too close. Mouth forgets how to function. Yeah, that's me." One thing leads to another. Long walk on the roof. Too many drinks. A confession I never thought I'd hear. I just want to forget about him tonight. I don't even know how, but somehow we end up in a cab, and then in my apartment, and then, yeah, fade to black. Next morning, she's quiet, puts on her shoes, hair messy, eyes distant. "This didn't happen," she says softly. "Yeah," I whisper, heart breaking a little, and she walks out like it was just nothing. 3 weeks after graduation, officially unemployed and broke. Schedule consists of sleeping, doom scrolling, and pretending I'll apply for jobs tomorrow. Phone buzzes at 10:47 p.m. Unknown number. "Hey, it's Riley." She hasn't talked to me since that night. I thought I was just a drunk decision. Probably was. "Can we meet?" she texts. 5 minutes later, I'm throwing on the least tragic hoodie I own, because apparently I have no self-preservation skills. Meet her at a small 24/7 coffee shop. She's in an oversized hoodie, no makeup, hair up in a messy bun. Still looks unfairly good, like she was genetically engineered to make people feel underdressed. Awkward silence. She fidgets with her cup. Finally blurts out, "I'm pregnant." What? Coffee suddenly tastes like bad life choices. I blink it like a confused NPC. Are you sure it's..." She cuts me off. "Yeah. Before you, I hadn't been with anyone for a month. So, yeah, it's you." She keeps talking. How she didn't plan it. How she's still figuring things out. How she's not expecting anything from me. I can barely hear her. My brain is stuck on the words, "it's you." Finally managed to say something like a human. "Okay, I'm here. Just tell me what you need." She looks at me, like she didn't expect that answer. A small, tired smile appears. "We'll figure it out," she whispers. And right there, in that dumb coffee shop at midnight, I realize my entire life just flipped upside down. 24 hours since I'm pregnant bomb. Still processing. Still haven't told anyone. Still randomly staring at walls like a Windows XP screensaver. First call I make, parents. Not because I'm ready, because if I don't, my anxiety will actually eat me alive. "Mom, can we talk?" Her, "Are you in jail?" "No." Then it can't be that bad. About that. Drive over. Dad watching TV like he's allergic to emotions. Mom doing mom things like sensing drama from 3 miles away. I sit down. Deep breath. So, I might be a dad. TV turns off. Dad suddenly online. Mom, what? Then the interrogation begins. Who is she? Do you love her? Are you okay? Are you sure it's yours? Thanks, Dad. Me, buffering noises, finally tell them everything. That she's Riley, the girl I thought was untouchable. That we only slept together once. And now, here we are. Mom goes soft immediately. Well, at least she has good taste. Dad just mutters something about buying a bigger car. Later that night, lying on my bed, can't stop thinking about Riley's face in the coffee shop. She wasn't scared the way I expected. More like determined. And somehow, that sticks with me. Part of me wants to freak out. Run, disappear, fake my death, join a monastery, but another part, the louder one, doesn't want to leave her to deal with this alone. My phone buzzes. Text from her. Thanks for not freaking out. I stare at it for a minute, then reply, I'm not going anywhere. And for the first time, the idea of being someone's dad doesn't feel like a nightmare. It feels like something real. 2 weeks after the midnight coffee bomb, me and Riley now talk almost every day. Somehow went from barely acquaintances to co-parents in beta version. She invites me to one of her first prenatal appointments. Me, are you sure? Her, yeah, it's your spawn too, genius. Clinic smells like hand sanitizer and poor decisions. Doctor asks if I'm the father. I squeak, yes, like a terrified teenager caught in 4K. Riley laughs so hard the nurse almost drops the clipboard. You're adorable when you panic, she says. 10 out of 10 not helping my heart rate. After the appointment, we go for lunch, and it's weirdly normal. She talks about baby names. I make dumb jokes about naming the kid Gandalf. She threatens to strangle me with a napkin. Classic rom-com banter. At some point, she sighs. I honestly thought I'd be doing this alone. I shrug. Yeah, well, too bad. I'm stubborn. She smiles. And it's not the party girl smile I used to see across campus. And it hits me in the chest like a truck. Next week she texts me, come help build the crib. I come over with a toolkit like some budget dad in training. She reads instructions upside down, argues with IKEA diagrams. I somehow manage to build something that looks 90% crib, 10% cursed structure. She flops down on the couch laughing. We're gonna be terrible parents. Hey, at least the kid will have a structurally questionable crib. That's character building. I find her dartboard leaning against the wall. She says, bet you can't hit the bullseye. I laugh, grab a dart, try to show off. Miss by an entire postal code. She grins. Your hands are hopeless. Can't aim straight to save your life. I shrug. I do all right. She tilts her head, eyes glittering. Strange. You're so bad from up here, but somehow your aim from below is terrifyingly accurate. Brain blue screens. Throw second dart. Miss again. She's laughing so hard, she almost falls off the chair. Face it, Professor. You're a one-trick pony. Yeah, but it's a good trick. Then it happens. Not some big movie moment. Just her, lying next to me on the couch, head on my shoulder. She mumbles, You're not what I expected. What did you expect? Someone who'd run. I grin. Yeah, well, running's not really my thing. I trip easily. She laughs into my shirt. Somehow, Riley and I are basically glued together lately. Appointments, lunch breaks, midnight, I can't sleep texts. Not dating, not friends with benefits. More like accidental team with weird chemistry. She starts showing a tiny bump. Me, internally, oh God, that's actually my kid in there. External me, makes stupid dad jokes 24/7. One day she drags me to a baby store. Apparently we need to learn about strollers. I didn't even know strollers could cost more than my rent. She's walking around confidently, asking questions like, she was born to do this. I'm just following with the same energy. Sales guy shows her the Deluxe model. Some random dude walks up, starts flirting with her. You shopping alone? Riley? Nope. With him, points at me. Dude looks me up and down, smirks like he's auditioning to be a villain in a soap opera. Oh, the baby daddy. The way he says it makes my fists itch. Yeah, I say with a smile way too calm. The baby daddy who can bench press you if needed. Dude has stopped working. He disappears. Riley bursts out laughing so hard she snorts. God, you're so dramatic. I have to protect the team, I say, puffing chest like an idiot. Later at her place, we end up on the couch again. This is becoming a dangerous habit. She's scrolling baby name apps, I'm scrolling memes. She leans her head on my shoulder like it's the most natural thing in the world. And then she whispers, You know, it's kind of scary. But with you around, it doesn't feel like I'm alone in this. I try to make a joke to ease the tension. Yeah, lucky for you, I'm a professional stroller bodyguard. She rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. She doesn't notice me staring at her too long. Or maybe she does and doesn't mind. Friday night, Riley drags me to some small get-together at her friend's apartment. She swears it's just a chill evening. 5 minutes in, and someone's doing karaoke on top of a table. I tell myself I'm here to be supportive. In reality, I'm babysitting a pregnant woman who drinks soda like it's tequila. Everyone else, already tipsy. Riley, not drinking, but chaotic. She keeps making sarcastic comments at people's flirting attempts. 10 out of 10 entertainment. We're sitting in a quiet corner. She suddenly looks at me with that serious look. You know the one? The, oh no, something's coming look. Can I ask you something? She slurs, on sugar, not alcohol. Sure? She leans closer. Why are you still here? My brain, my mouth. What do you mean? You didn't have to stay. You could have bailed. Most guys would have, but you didn't. I shrug. Because you're worth it. She freezes for a second, then laughs softly, but not her usual laugh. She pokes my chest. You're dangerous, you know that? Me? Yeah. If we were actually dating, I'd probably let you do whatever you wanted to me. Wait, what? She keeps going like she didn't just detonate a nuke in my soul. Like, you'd totally be the kind of guy to spank me at least once a day. My soul leaves my body. My entire existence turns into one long Windows error sound. She giggles at my horrified face, then leans her head against my arm. You'd be good at it too, I can tell. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there, staring at the void like it's going to save me. She falls asleep 5 minutes later, still smiling. I walk her home, tuck her in, then collapse on my own bed like someone just unplugged my brain, staring at the ceiling. My brain is on an endless loop of, spank me once a day. You'd be good at it. You're dangerous. And that's how I realize I'm absolutely undeniably catastrophically screwed. A week since spank me once a day incident. Haven't slept properly since. Her voice haunts me like a cursed ASMR clip. Riley texts, movie night. You're coming. I don't even get to say no. 10 minutes later, I'm at her place with snacks. She's in loose pajama shorts and one of my hoodies she borrowed months ago. I try not to think about that too hard. We throw on some dumb action movie and argue about which character would die first. Classic us. Halfway through the movie, she yawns, throws her legs across my lap like it's a federal law. I try to play it cool. Internally, I'm 1 second away from spontaneous combustion. She notices. Of course she notices, because she smirks like a cat that just caught a mouse. Relax, I'm not gonna bite. Yeah, sure. Lying. As the movie plays, she leans her head on my shoulder. Again that quiet warmth. Again that, we're not just friends anymore, energy. Then she whispers, hey, remember what I said when I was, sugar drunk? Brain. Oh no. Me. Maybe. She laughs, soft and a little nervous. I wasn't lying, you know. Every muscle in my body goes into panic mode. You mean, yeah, that long silence. The movie keeps playing in the background. Two idiots staring at each other like it's a cliffhanger episode. She moves first, slow, like she's giving me time to run. I don't. And then it happens. The kiss. Things heat up fast, like dangerously fast. Next thing I know, we're tangled up, whispering each other's names, losing track of what was supposed to be just friends. Fade to black. Wake up next morning, sunlight hitting my face, her hair in my chest. My brain trying to process the fact that we accidentally made a human girl is now also the girl I just slept with girl. She opens one eye, grins. Good morning, baby daddy. I groan into the pillow. We're never telling anyone how this started. Agreed. The morning after. We eat breakfast in silence. Well, she eats cereal. I just stare at my coffee like it'll give me life advice. She looks too calm, like she didn't just completely destroy the concept of just friends. You're quiet, she says, crunching cereal. You're not, I mumble. She smirks. Well, someone has to enjoy the awkwardness. My brain wants to say something smart. Instead, it picks, so, that happened? Yep, she says. Sip of orange juice. Zero shame. The silence after that is deafening. I start mentally writing a dissertation called How to Ruin Your Own Brain in One Night. Then she leans on the table. Hey, don't overthink it. I'm not regretting it. You're not? No, you? No. Lying, maybe, panicking, definitely. Fast forward to the next day. Everyone around us senses something is off. Friends giving us that look. Her best friend straight up corners her in the bathroom. My buddy texts me, bro in high school again. We try to act normal. She makes it worse by teasing me constantly. You're blushing, daddy. Stop calling me that in public. Make me. One night I drop her off at home. She leans on the doorframe, hair messy, hoodie mine. This is weird, I admit. Yeah, she says, but weird isn't bad. She gives me that small smile again. A couple weeks since the night that changed everything. Tonight she texts, come over. No movie. We need to talk. Those are the words that make every guy's soul leave his body. Still go? She opens the door in sweatpants and my t-shirt. Already dangerous territory. Hey, I say. Hey, she says back. Awkward silence speedrun initiated. We sit on the couch like it's a hostage negotiation. She fiddles with the hem of her shirt. I stare at a suspiciously interesting spot on the wall. Finally, she blurts out, we can't keep pretending nothing happened. Me. Yeah. Her. And we can't just go back to how it was. Me. Yeah. Her. And you're just gonna keep repeating me, huh? Me. Yeah. She rolls her eyes but smiles. Then her voice softens. Look, I didn't plan this. You weren't supposed to be this important to me. Me. Same. She leans closer, nervous. So what are we then? I actually laugh. Not because it's funny, but because I've been replaying that question in my head for weeks. I take her hand. She doesn't pull away. I don't know about you, but I want this to be real. Not fake, not pretend. Us. She just stares for a second. Then that slow smile spreads across her face. Good, she whispers, because I was really hoping you'd say that. We kiss again, softer this time. 6 months later, me and Riley equals official couple. She basically lives at my place now. Her stuff's in my drawers, her hair tie collection conquered my bathroom. She even has a designated mug that says mine, and another one that says also mine. Our friends, they saw it coming way before we did. Group chat was apparently taking bets on when we'd finally hook up. Thanks, guys. BBQ at a friend's house. Riley's sitting on my lap, shameless. My buddy Kevin. Unbelievable. You two faked it for months, and this is the result. Riley. Correction. I faked nothing. He's just slow. Me. Excuse me? Kevin, face palming like a disappointed father. Then someone asks, so when did it get real? We look at each other and both start laughing at the same time. Because honestly, she squeezes my hand under the table. Best mistake I ever made, she whispers. My heart basically does a backflip. After the barbecue, we walk home together. Late summer air, streetlights, quiet. She bumps her shoulder against mine. Hey, she says softly. Remember when this was supposed to be fake? Yeah, I was really bad at pretending, she grins. Yeah, lucky me. We stop in the middle of the street, kiss like two people who finally stopped running from their own feelings. And honestly, I wouldn't change a single thing.